Hey, shout out to Bougie Auntie, La Price, April Dawn, Kimmy, so cute. Brazen Tuggle, wow. Miss Fox, always in the house. Bethany Davis, love you, darling. Greenback NJ, thank you so much. Sophia, the Graffini. I'm going to say it one more time because I think I'm messing up your last name and I'm sorry. Sophia, the Graffinery. I hope I said it right. Don Ward. Yeah, one of my day one. Samantha Young. Wow. Juan B. Got the video. This here is ridiculous. Also, I'm sorry, Samantha Young as well. I want to make sure I didn't leave you out. So I'm getting to the videos, ladies. I appreciate it. Again, still going to be going back to the vault. What is going on with this house? What is going on at this house? The unthinkable. The seed of Poverty D, Poverty P, to get together and have a family, and it's just devastation. It's a tragedy. Check it out, people. Fair use.
Middle of the street, all alone.
Say what?
Those four children standing here in the middle of the street, all alone.
We see two kids naked, and it's cold outside at that. And they just running around onto the street, and we're like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
He wanted to conceal his identity, but Johnny says around 10 o'clock last night, he was shocked to see three children in the front of this home in the middle of the street with no adult in sight.
We got to see where their parents at. So we go knock on the door. Nobody's going in there. We look inside. It's a mess. Diapers were soiled like they haven't been changed in days.
Wow.
The interior of the home was in an awful state of disarray, untidiness. It was very unkept. Refrigerator doors open. One of the children, the toddler, was inside the home, had fallen from the crib, was on the floor. And so really an awful set of circumstances.
Sheriff Ed Gonzalez says four children, two boys and two girls, all under the age of 4, had been abandoned, left to fend for themselves for at least 2 days.
Our team became increasingly concerned because sadly one of the children said that he thought his mommy was dead. So that was something very chilling.
Later on, Sheriff Gonzalez says the children's parents were located at a motel on Highway 6 and 290. The mother, Angel Huff, now facing 3 counts of child endangerment. Their father, Markel Dorsey, a felony violation of bond conditions. Court documents show that Dorsey has a criminal history, most recently charged with assaulting the children's mother at a motel on January 1st. So the big question on everyone's mind is, how are these children doing? I asked the sheriff, and he says that they are okay, they are safe, they're with a family member right now. We also reached out to CPS, which released this statement saying Child Protective Services is investigating this case alongside law enforcement to ensure the well-being of the children. We're grateful the children were found unharmed and that they're now safe with other family members. For now, we're live in Spring.
You see this statement here? Child Protective Services is investigating this case alongside law enforcement to ensure the well-being of the children. Then what the hell you think a parent's role is? You need CPS, strangers, and law enforcement to ensure the well-being of the children. Isn't that the parent's job? Oh, but you want to defund the police. I see. Then who's going to see about the well-being of the children? You can't guarantee the parents are going to do that. And these children, they're not unharmed, because I guarantee you, living in those conditions and with those fools as parents, oh, it's a lot of abuse going on in that home. A lot of abuse. What? The man that saw them with the Houston shirt on, hoodie, what if he'd been a sicko and want to hurt children? What if? What if he'd been a sicko? Could have picked those kids up. The worst could have happened. The worst could have happened to those children. Anything could have happened. And they sitting up in a motel away. 2 days got the children feeding for themselves. Fend for yourselves. 2 days. And he has already played rat-a-tat-tat with a baseball bat upside her head based on the report, and she's still with him. Still with them. Women, Dustinas, the worst thing you can do, I hate to say it to society, but the worst thing you can do is give birth. Besides murdering someone, that's the worst thing you can do. Because what you're doing, you're giving these children, that sure they're alive, you just give them a slow death, a slow, painful life of poverty and neglect, subject to violence. One of the worst things you can do with your Dustina behind is to have is to give birth. You're not worthy. Using your womb as a wallet, man, I bet you 4 kids, I bet it's a Section 8 check somewhere. Oh, yes. We probably paying for the door and rent on the house. Probably got a little voucher, an EBT card in the purse. So now you put these children here and you want to check out. When you're a mom, you can't check out. Then why'd you have kids? I get it. Using your womb as a wallet. You don't care about these kids. And all of us want to show you some sympathy. We want to pretend like, oh, these Section 8 mothers are the best in town. Which, please, even the ones not on Section 8 not the best in town. Hell, somebody raised Zimmerman done behind murderer. That's how I see him. Somebody raised these other trash bag buckets, dust buckets. Somebody raised Dusty Dan. Somebody raised them old killing ass kids with Columbine. All these fools get mad at the school. I'm going to shoot it up because I can't get a girlfriend. I don't have any friends. Well, I'm just mad because he mean. Look at me. Somebody raised that trash and they're in middle class neighborhoods enough. So let's not try to pretend the one at the bottom of the barrel who don't have common sense, who's digging herself deeper and deeper into poverty, carrying the seed of poverty deed, and then you want other women to come up here and rescue your behind. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Somebody said to me, oh, that person might try to hit you up for something. Oh, no, the person don't like to hit me up because I make my stance real clear. I don't do that. I don't. And hats off to the women and some men, but mainly women, that are taking on the responsibility of these loose behind Dustinas. Because you have a good heart. Hats off to you. Hate to say it. It might be time to get some paperwork in, claim them on your taxes or something. Dustina's dropping off these kids just disappearing. Let some money come up. You're going to learn to, then you look up, she don't pop back up in. Sometimes life is a business and we don't want to accept that. But if you are dealing with situations of having, take care of somebody's kids, I mean, they're like moved in your home, this is the address. The school calls you, you might want to consider, you want to get that paperwork. Why? Things happen. Kids get into car accidents. Oh, where's the parent? Well, I'm just keeping them. No, she out there. You know how to contact her. She's not. Now, when was the last time you spoke with this thing about her children? Oh, but now you got to tell her what they've been into an accident and they got a little settlement coming. You know, you're the one going to the school, to the doctor, getting to the therapist. Now you got to go find her. And she realizes some money, so they need you to go ahead and sign a release and yada, yada, yada. And I'm glad if it's big money, they're putting that money in a trust. Don't let the parents run through the money like that. Now she pops up. She signs. She can make her way to the lawyer's office to get that check, can't she? And gonna call that rabbit ass man she got. You stuck there with all responsibility, and they got the check and gone. Couple $1,000. Got the check and gone, baby, gone. Life is business. If you're gonna assume that role, you might as well get you some paperwork in hand. What about the kids? Person doesn't care. What more do you need? It's time to get some paperwork. You're making an investment. You don't show up when you get ready. I want my kid now. I see it. Women, some have a good heart. Oh my goodness. Have a good heart. And I hate to say it, they're taking on the responsibility of others, a sister, what have you, or a cousin, and it's bankrupting them. You had a happy life before you had a happy life. You're doing okay. Well, all right. Now you got to take along Dustina because you don't want the kids going to the state. Now she's changed. Used to be happy, a homeowner. Now she's struggling. Can't afford a pedicure. You just got paid. Still can't afford it. Mouths to feed. The Dustinas and the Mammies and Dusties, that's the problem. In the BC, they're just as deadly. These Mammies, I'm telling you, you think me about this another? No, this is the enabler. The number one enabler. I think my mother's dead. And the witch is alive up in a motel. They've arrested him. Saw the mug shots. But look at this. The law enforcement to ensure the well-being of the children. CPS to ensure. What's the parent's job? And you wonder why I saying, beware the seed of poverty D, the same thing, poverty P. But that's the worst thing she can do is give birth. Because she's putting lives here in ruin. And we're tired of her. You did the best she could, which please. No, you did not. Stop the lies. Just admit you just used your womb as a wallet. You are a low-performing piece of crap woman. Putting children here. Don't have a chance. What do you think they've seen? The living conditions alone. You think they've been cared for and loved and tucked in every night after dinner, reading a bedtime story? Hell no. Which brings me to my next venture. I'm always working, trying to get something done. But I think and you ladies helped with that so months ago when I first started. I really, really appreciate it. But yeah, this here, what's the parent's job? CPS didn't put the children here. Law enforcement didn't put the children here. But yeah, we need them to ensure the well-being of the children. Look what could have happened. And think that the child, I think my mom is dead. No, honey, she wasn't dead. She may be dead inside. She doesn't give a darn. Doesn't care. People just having kids and just putting them here, living recklessly. And this right here is major child abuse. Major, oh, big time. So yeah, the seed of poverty D, poverty P, get together. Children are just living in a tragedy. So some of these people hearing about they can't find a place to live and they're like this. More places doing background checks. Oh yeah, and I got to get to my Becky story. Let me try to get to that this morning. I got 2 stories for you. Oh my gosh, and an update on another Becky. So yeah, it's been quite hot in Becky land. You're gonna learn today. One was a rich Becky. She learned her lesson, didn't you, boo? Girl. And she did what they always do after they learn their lesson. The other one, yes, it's still not looking too good for her. But this here, CPS and law enforcement didn't put their children here, but they got to ensure their well-being. Parents have checked out. Do us all a favor. Next time you're in the store, since you're mentally checked out on being a family and having children, you checked out, you don't care anymore, do us all a favor. Why don't you check out on that birth control aisle? Yeah, that's where you should be. Man, if it was up to me, I'd let them know we paying for 2 kids maximum. Well, I'm pregnant after that, we're not paying for them. Make it do what it do. Find your man, boo-boo. I'll pay for 2 kids maximum. No extra benefits, my food stamps. You the fool, go figure it out. Find your man. Find him. Well, he can't do nothing. And that tells me you ain't about nothing because you have to be stupid to get pregnant by a man and carry his seed. And he can't help protect you, let alone provide. You're a nut. So do us all a favor. Take your dysfunctional foots and march your dumb behind to the birth control line, okay? Get some contraceptives. Make a doctor's appointment. We paying for your insurance any darn way. No excuse. So I wish well for the children. Just heartbreaking. It could have gone so wrong. It really could have. Anyway, thanks for watching, listening to my rants, because you can obviously tell I get emotional sometimes about this. Makes it kind of gets to me. But thanks for listening. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share, and be very safe out there. Why there are dustinas and dust everywhere, and I'm out.